Hey, listen, it's time to wake up. You're not gonna come in here and right? Listen, nobody block him. But listen, you're not gonna come in here and you're not gonna sit here and say I'm a liar, saying I never pushed a vaccine, and now you're saying I'm a liar because I'm pushing hydroxychloroquine. That's not a vaccine. It's a fucking treatment that works. You fucking idiot. It like seriously. You bring out the worst in me. You really do. And I was trying to be good by you. You made 5 videos about me. Get a life. Seriously, get a life. All right? Either that or fall back and take the information for what it is. All right? Because your content is trash. And I want everyone to know that. It's time to wake up. That's the name of the channel. Listen, worst channel I've ever seen in my life. Judge for yourself. Don't subscribe. Just check it out. Judge for yourself. Clown. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. Listen, did you not see my? You maybe you should watch my last video, and I'll show how dangerous people like you are. All right, just because you're in the friggin' in the middle of Canada, all right, you don't know people who do need the treatment. All right, what you just go along with CNN and the Washington Post and the New York Times and Real Time with Bill Maher and what are all the other shows? You know, you're not gonna get. I have a show to do. All right, yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, all of it, all of those MSMs, all of them are saying what you're saying right now. They don't want the truth to the American people because they're in the pockets of big pharma. You? I know you're not in the pockets of big pharma. You know, you think buy some new teeth or something. Get a haircut. I don't know. But you're definitely not making money from big pharma, I'll tell you that. You're just a fucking idiot. And you're the fucking irresponsible one. I'm not pushing vaccines. I'm saying hydroxychloroquine with the zithromycin and or zinc does work. All right, clinical trials. Now shut the fuck up in my chat. I got a video to do. I can't stand you. Have I made one video about you, but you continue to come into my streams saying stupid stuff just constantly. Yesterday, oh, oh, you thought Tupac was a real dude. What do you know about Tupac? I used to listen to Tupac when I was a kid, and I said, you know what? He was real. He was one of the different ones. He wasn't like the rappers today. They're all Illuminati, like Jay-Z, all that type of crap. All right, he was real. The hell do you know about that type? You're in Canada. You know nothing. There are no trials. There are no trials. Listen, that just shows how little you know. Listen, don't come in here with see. You're a professional provocateur. Well, not a professional. You're pretty lame at it, but you get under my skin. So you're definitely a provocateur, and that's all you are. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows it because that's all you do. Anyone can look at your channel. You made 5 videos about me. And by the way, your idea of making a video is putting someone else's work up. All right. Not just when you're making videos about me, putting my work up, but even when you put up videos about anything, you put other people's work up and then put text over it. You're a clown. Nobody block him. Nobody block him. Because guess what? Guess what? I want every comment to be there. Everything you're saying. Good. Say it right now. Hydroxychloroquine. I'm irresponsible for saying that works. Go ahead, say it. Say it. You're irresponsible for saying the opposite. Because if there is somebody who really needs help and they're old, as long as they start that, as soon as they start symptoms, it has a 99% success rate. So good luck with that. I'll make sure this comes back to bite you. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get to the information. I get my info from MS. Listen. I'm not like listening to you anymore. Obviously, like you just like there might be something wrong with you, so I kind of feel bad. Yesterday, I was showing how irresponsible MSM was. I get my information from the clinical studies, from Trump, and from Q. That's where I got that information. I was just happy that Ingram from Fox News, and I said on the channel, and I said it in the video. By the way, Fox News owned by Disney. Most of the anchors no good. Don't think that Fox News is the truth, but Ingraham, she has always, spoke truth because I know truth, and she did a great job of exposing New York Times, Washington Post, Real Time with Bill Maher, um, then the TV station, MSNBC, ABC News, and mostly CNN. They were the ones who really went hard on it. And now idiots like you. And you're all going to have blood on your hands. In fact, you already do. Because that means that you've already been pushing this crap. So, but please, nobody block him. You, you're pathetic. You really are pathetic. A fucking Kim Jong-un. There's been reports, as you guys know, that when this really came to everyone's attention is when he did not, like the biggest thing going there is the birthday of his grandfather, and he didn't show up for that ceremony, and that's like, they're like one national holiday because I mean, let's be real, with the help of the Chinese. We pushed into Korea. The Chinese helped push us back. We're talking literally like like a couple hundred million, not a couple hundred, a couple million Chinese. Were able to push back troops and right back to basically where it all started, right on the South Korea North Korea border. And it's kind of like same kind of thing as Vietnam, except basically, we achieved our objective. We pushed them out of South Korea, whereas in Vietnam we didn't. North Vietnam and South Vietnam, you guys know the story. All right, so with Kim Jong Un, I believe he's dead as Dillinger. Now, yeah, he there's definitely a chance that he's on life support, but he's a vegetable. He's brain dead. He'd be a vegetable. Um, so I feel comfortable saying that, but I can't say it 100%. I'm just telling you that's how I feel. Now, the reason I can't say it 100% is this, and I'll show you guys. All right. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of the stories here, a lot of the articles on him being dead. Um, but then you have things saying U.S. intelligence does not believe Kim Jong-un is dead. And it's very rare I go against U.S. intelligence. I just, hmm, that's really weird. So let's see what we got here. Man, New York Post 1 day ago. I want to see something more recent though. Lindsey Graham adds weight. Let's check this out. So, by the way, there'll be links to all of these articles in the description. Also in the description, because um, as you guys know, like a screen cut out on me yesterday. By the way, the reason I'm on the phone, is because and it took me so long to go live. I couldn't go live on the computer, so you know, I'm having a bad feeling that they're getting ready to take down the channel. Yeah, so I'm getting a bad feeling that they're getting ready to take down the channel. Made a trying to reconnect. So what I've done is I made some other channel. Um, that is called the backup channel instead of Red Pill Dispensary, Red Pill Dispenser. So that'll be the backup channel on YouTube. Also, I also made an account on D Live, because you know what, my style, you know, it might not fly on YouTube for so much longer. There's a few really good YouTubers who I think they're gonna take down, and soon. They already demonetized everybody on 4/6. Well, at least like like real truthers who don't censor themselves on 4/6, April 6th at 4:06. So it's kind of fishy how they did that. So I also made an account on D Live, and the channel on D Live is Red Pill underscore dispensary. And the last one I made, what was that? What was that last one? It's actually in the description. But there's one more. It's Red Pill Dispensary. All one word. Red Pill Dispensary. And that's on Twitch. That's on Twitch. So if I was on the computer, once I go live, it would just stream to all of them, except for the backup YouTube channel, of course. So I just wanted you guys to know that. And saying Lindsey Graham says he would be shocked if North Korea's Kim Jong-un wasn't dead, given the country's silence amid growing speculation about his demise, which is very uncharacteristic of North Korea. I mean, they're so unpredictable that they are predictable, if that makes any sense. In a situation like this, they're not gonna let the world think he's dead and weak, um, unless we have a major conflict. like a World War III type thing, like about to pop off, like literally any day. I don't think that's what it is. Um, because even the Chinese are looking for him, but then again, you can't trust much out of the Chinese. Also, um, another thing that makes me think that it's true, despite what U.S. intelligence officials are saying, is that I actually already mentioned it, that he wasn't there at their like one national holiday. And now the thing that's making that gives me a tiny bit of cause for pause. You know what? I'll just finish this article. I'll tell you what gives me some pause on this though. Okay, so it's a closed society. I haven't heard anything directly, but I'll be shocked if he's not dead or in some incapacitated state, because you don't let rumors like this go forever or go unanswered in a closed society, which is really a cult, not a country, called North Korea. Graham told Fox News host Janine Perel Saturday on Justice with Judge Janine. The South Carolina senator, who is a member of the Foreign Relations Committee, added that he hopes the long-suffering North Korean people will get some relief if he is dead. Well, I don't know if I agree with him there. I mean, what kind of relief are they going to get? I mean, I guess, the next in line supposedly would be his sister. That was unthought of a couple years ago. But in the past couple years, she has been moving up as far as like gaining power. And now she's like the director of basically like the director of their like propaganda and foreign relations or something like that. It has it's something to, I'm pretty sure about the foreign relations, but definitely the propaganda part. So it looks like she would be the one to take power. There's also another person that could potentially. Well, we had that half brother who was always talking trash about him, and he had him offed. I believe that was in South Korea. He had him offed, or Japan. I think it was South Korea. And then the only other one, so it would just be the sister, and then I guess the only one alive would be an uncle who is exiled to Europe, where basically he plays like an ambassador role. But I mean, North Korea isn't exactly um, the type that they really need ambassadors with how their foreign policy is build missiles and work towards a nuke. That's their foreign policy. Um, that's always been their foreign policy. That's how they look at it. They say, well, once we achieve the nuke, we get a seat at the table. So, I mean, basically their foreign relations. So, I mean, they're how they deal with other countries. There's no need for the ambassador really. Basically, Kim Jong-un just wanted him out of the country. Exiled him to Europe, called him an ambassador, but the guy doesn't really do anything. So it looks like the sister would take over if he is in fact dead, and we'll be getting into why. I can there is a chance that he's not dead, and I'll show you exactly why. And then I'm also going to tell you if he wasn't dead, what that means. Okay, so President Trump is willing to do business with North Korea in a win-win fashion. So if this guy is dead, I hope the guy who takes over, man, you would think Lindsey Graham would know less than me. I hope the guy who takes the uncle's not going to take over from Europe. He hasn't been there in decades, um, like a decade or something. Yeah, it'll be the sister. He should say, "I hope the person," because it's most likely going to be a female, the sister. So, anyways, I hope the guy who takes over will work with President Trump. This is why I hate doing it from the phone. To make North Korea a better place for everybody, Graham said. Kim is believed to have undergone a stent procedure earlier this month that has prompted rumors to swirl about his health. Now, everybody knew that the virus would go right through that place. And although the death rate isn't that high worldwide when you take all things considered, with so many people asymptomatic, with the death rate already low as it is, and that's amongst confirmed cases and what the death rate is out of that. Yet the confirmed cases only come if you have symptoms or if you're really sick. A lot of people don't want to go to the hospital unless they're, usually they have pre-existing conditions, they're out of shape, they're either or they have cancer or many, diabetes, so many different things. Either they were on their way out the door or, they didn't have too much life, maybe. Um, left. So the numbers are extremely inflated, especially when now they're saying what I've said all along, and that's that up to 50 times as many cases as there are, there's 50 times more that are asymptomatic, which brings that death rate down. You would have to literally multiply the confirmed cases by 50 and then find the percentage of what the deaths are out of the confirmed cases times 50. So I think it'd actually be closer to what I said. The actual the actual death rate would be something like a 0.04, something like that, maybe even lower. So a Hong Kong broadcast network reported Saturday that Kim died. So Hong Kong reported it, citing a very solid source. Now Hong Kong, it's China, but it's not China. As you guys know, it was a colony of the UK. Margaret Thatcher signed a deal, and that basically they would kind of be kind of grandfathered in, but not right away because they were so used to like the Western way, that but basically I think in another few years here they're supposed to be integrated into China, um, which is the reasons for the protest, which is just another thing that makes the timing of this just so suspicious right before the Chinese New Year, right right during these protests. It's really shady. Flights are allowed to go international all the way up until Trump stopped it on the 31st, but they still went to other countries after that. The WHO didn't come out until late February. Congress, the Speaker of the House, didn't come out until in late February. She organized a march in San Francisco. And like I showed you guys in that video, you guys should check it out. Everything you need to know about the, CV-19 virus. Well, right there, you'll see, and you'll see how much I got right. Way, way back, I thought it was January 21st. It was actually January 26th. But still, I mean, I was way ahead, way ahead on that. So, so let's see. So Hong Kong, basically just said he died, citing a very solid source. Japanese magazine claimed late Friday that he is in a vegetative state. Kim notably missed the April 15th commemoration of the 108th birthday of his grandfather, North Korea founder Kim Il Sung. The portly dictator hasn't missed the event since assuming power after his father Kim Jong Il's death in late 2011. So, let's see what else we got here. I'll check out one more, and then let's see. But then again, you know what? I think you guys have seen so many of these stories, though. Let me see. So 6 hours ago, AJC. From vegetative state to death, reports swirl around Kim Jong Un's condition. Speculation is increasing around the health of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. It is not clear if he is in grave health or dead, depending on which reports you read. Fox News reported that Japanese media outlet claiming so basically the same type of stuff. Then they mentioned the South Korea website. Well, here's a different one. Reuters reported that China sent a team of medical experts to advise on Kim, according to three unnamed sources familiar with the situation. According to the report, two of the sources said a delegation led by a senior member of the International Liaison Department of the Communist Party of China left for North Korea on Thursday. The department could not be reached upon Kim was notably absent from the celebration of the 88th anniversary of the creation of the Korean People Revolutionary Army on April 25th. And here we go again with the Hong Kong. North Korean military readiness remains within historical norms, and there is no further evidence to suggest a significant change in defensive posturing or national level leadership changes, a Pentagon official not authorized to speak on the record told Newsweek. President Donald Trump discounted reports on Kim's failing health. I think the report was incorrect, he told reporters on Thursday. He would not say if he had been in touch with North Korean leadership. On Friday, a South Korean source told Reuters that Kim was alive and will be making an appearance soon, according to their intelligence. The source did not commit on Kim's health or any involvement at Chinese agencies. Alright, so you know what? So now we're going to get into if he's alive, why I would think first of all, why there would be this big confusion. Well, first I'll go with the obvious. COVID-19, right? I mean, it's just pretty obvious that that probably ran through that country pretty bad. They have real bad health care. Probably a lot of pre-existing conditions. It probably hit them as hard as any country but China. So also, I believe that so many people probably got sick. It was probably a situation like Iran, but even worse. Iran had a bunch of their top government officials sick, whereas I would assume the same with North Korea. And basically, Kim would have gotten sick from one of his advisors or military leaders or one of those things. Or now this is the or. This is where it gets crazy. Now, I might actually change the title because I really want to add this in. Or, also, I'll mention one more thing. Also, they were shooting off all those missiles last week. And this was after the time that he was considered sick and needed the surgery. So, that kind of shows you something like they were acting out of desperation, or I don't know. But I know that for the first time in many years, we took our strategic aircraft, in particular our bombers, off the island of Guam. The policy that we've always had is we always have a bomber fueled up, loaded, and ready to go at any moment from Guam. Then, when things escalated, when they shot off all those missiles, we lined up countless bombers. We lined up countless bombers after they shot off those missiles about 8 to 9 days ago. So, maybe 10 days ago, almost 2 weeks. So, we didn't just have one or two bombers out there. We had, I mean, just countless bombers out there, all loaded, ready to go. Which, definitely made China and North Korea feel uneasy. Definitely made South Korea and Japan feel a little more comfortable. As well, and Hong Kong, I would say. And it's kind of funny how those are the three countries saying he's dead. Hmm. So, here's my theory. So, outside the obvious, what I just said, um, with the virus, with things like that, I also believe that. Now, you know what? Let me show you another one of these reports, by the way. Yeah, TMZ. And I know it's like TMZ. Whenever you see TMZ, I'd be like, "What? TMZ?" But TMZ actually gets good information. I don't know how they do it. Even with sports, you guys know I cover sports, um, and you'd be surprised. TMZ breaks a lot of the big trades and things like that. But North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un reportedly dead after botched heart surgery. But that was 23. And then 5 hours ago, I read this before. Business Insider, U.S. intelligence does not believe Kim Jong. Express, Kim Jong Un's sister, and by the way, her name is Kim Yo Kim Yo Jong. Miami Herald rumors of last 2 days ago. Um, Rumors of a leader's death keep everyone guessing, and that's the point. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So here's the other theory that I find interesting. And this has to do with him being alive. AL.com, although it's widely reported, as you see here. UPI, Telegraph, Metro, NKE, Conwatch, RFA.org, news.com.au, that's Australia, 38north.org. Anyways, so you look at this image here. what you do see, and this is April 23rd, so after the surgery, and here is the personal train of well, his personal train. Sometimes it's used by family members like the sister, but so it could be that, but there's a good chance it's him as well. And if you look at where it goes, this actually goes to like a elite retreat type of thing. So that's very interesting. So let's check that out. Is Kim Jong-un dead? North Korean leaders train spotted by satellite. Train likely belonging to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has been parked at his compound on the country's east coast since last week. And by the way, that east coast, especially this area of the east coast where the strain is. Alright, I don't know what happened there. But alright, good, so I'm back. Alright. Now where's my alright. Alright, good. Kim Jong-un is the third generation of his family to rule North Korea, and he hasn't missed the April 15th event, one of the year's most important. Ugh. Kim's health is of crucial importance because of worries that the serious illness of or death of a leader venerated with near godlike passion by millions of North Koreans could cause the instability in the impoverished nuclear-armed country. Many experts in South Korea downplayed speculation that Kim is seriously ill. They also said North Korea won't likely face a serious immediate turmoil if Kim is incapacitated or dies, because someone else, like his influential sister, like I was saying, Kim Yo Jong, will quickly step in. Though the prospect for the North's long-term political future would be unclear. Exactly. Kim Jong Un's train has been parked at the. Olivia. Alright. Kim Jong Un's train has been parked at the Leadership Railway Station, servicing his Wonsan compound since at least April 21st. The website 38 North said Saturday, citing an analysis of recent satellite photos of the area. The website said that approximately 250-meter, which is 820 feet, long train wasn't present on April 15th, but was present on both the 21st and 23rd of April. The train's presence does not prove the whereabouts of the North Korean leader. Exactly, it could be the sister, but it could be him too. And if it is him, I'll tell you why that would be. Why he would even pull it? Why would he even be bothering doing this? I'll tell you. At least why I think. Or indicate anything about his health, but it does lend weight to reports that Kim is staying at an elite area on the country's eastern coast. See, I hadn't even read this before. I had I don't know, heard it somewhere. A lot of the stuff I've already mentioned. So the photos indicate the train arrived before April 21st and was still present. They just basically said that. There's no indication when that departure might take place. North Korea exerts extremely tight control and information about its leadership, making it virtually impossible for insiders to find out what's going on at those senior levels. Even South Korea's main spy agency has a mixed record on confirming developments in North Korea. When Kim Jong-il died in December 2011, for instance, few outsiders knew it until it was reported by North Korea's state media 2 days later. A U.S. official speaking on condition of anonymity because he wasn't authorized to talk. Oh, actually, we mentioned that part. Danny Russell, a former NSC director and Assistant Secretary of State for Asia, who has dealt with North Korea in the past, cautioned that rumors have abounded for years about Kim, his father, Kim Jong il, and his grandfather, Kim Il sung, and most turned out to have been false. And that's true, I can tell you that firsthand. While serving in government, I was on receiving end of multiple intelligence reports about alleged illnesses, accidents, and assassination attempts against the North Korean leaders, only to have them reappear in public. Again, I can speak on that firsthand that this is true. South Korea's presidential office said last week that Kim appeared to be handling state affairs normally and that there have been no fixed activities such as an emergency readiness order issued by North's military or the ruling Workers' Party, um, otherwise known as the WPK. The South Korean government has since maintained its assessment that Kim's health remains the same. Some South Korean media outlets citing unidentified government officials reported that Kim was staying at Wonsan. North Korea's state media still remains silent about the outside speculation on Kim's health. On Saturday, the official Korean Central News Agency reported that Kim had received a message of greeting from the chairman of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Russian Federation on the occasion of the first anniversary of Kim's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The message wished Kim good health and happiness, KCNA said. Well, that, you know what? That makes you think there's more to it. Because, we know that their media is very controlled. Why would they be going out of their way to make it seem like he's okay? You know? It's not the first time that Kim has vanished from the public eye. And past absences in state media dispatch have also triggered speculation about his health. In 2014, well, you know what? They're saying this as if it wasn't true in the past. He has not been exactly a healthy person most of his adult life. He has not been a healthy person. And as we know, CV-19 is not that deadly. And as we know, CV-19 is really not that deadly. But when you have pre-existing conditions, especially when you have like multiple pre-existing conditions, it can be. It has the potential to be. So, and like I said, his health has not been good most of his adult life. In 2014, state media didn't report any public activities for Kim for about 6 weeks before he reappeared with a cane. South Korea's spy agency said later that he had a cyst removed from his ankle. Gross. Okay, alright guys, so if he is alive, this is what I think. Outside of the obvious CV-19 stuff, right? Now, as you saw, where that train is, which either belongs to him, if he's alive, or his sister, if he's in a vegetative state or dead. I would I would I would think that's safe to say, especially since that train is only used by the family, and she's the only family member. So let's say he is alive. Well, you saw it said on the elite East Coast, where the elites go, the elites of that country at least. Also, we've been hearing reports from all over the world of the elites and the richest people in the world not being seen. Um, they're selling their homes. They're moving to places like New Zealand, where we know that they have these vast underground systems. Now, what's all this mean? Well, let me show you. Oh, by the way, I don't think I mentioned. So the other thing, by the way, is I have a Discord. I don't think I don't know if I mentioned that. So along with the other channels, I started a Discord as well. So any subscriber or anyone watching this, you can get into the Discord. It's all in the description of this video. So you'll see all that. So now here's the other thing. Now this is something a lot of you guys, I've taught you about it. For like well, not over a month, but around like April 1st, maybe like the couple last days of March, I started talking about it. And that is Comet Atlas, which there happens to be a movie coming out by that same name. Which actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find the trailer. All right, ready for this? All right, over here. Wait, what is this? I don't even think it's the right movie. Ha! That's not even the right movie. Hold on. What is the name of that movie trailer? I know that they took it down for a little bit. Um, and then they pretended that they found out last minute about that asteroid that was a near miss on the 15th. Yeah, that wasn't found out last minute. They knew about that. Movie trailer. Oh man, I know that Gerard Butler. But you know how they love their predictive programming. Angel has fallen. Hmm. He's in a lot of movies. Oh, Greenland. That's what it is. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. So Greenland. That's what it is. And we know how they love their predictive programming, desensitizing, all of that. Not Geostorm. What the? Oh, he's been busy, huh? Alright, so I saw it once. Except it just dropped, and then all of a sudden, have you ever heard? Usually, movie trailers they never do copyrights because they don't care. They want you to put it in videos. They want you to share it. They want people to see the trailer, right? Like that's the point of the trailer. Yet for some reason, when it comes to this trailer, this is the first trailer I have heard of basically ever, except for except for that one where the elites like hunt like the Trump supporters or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? It was like I mean it was pretty sick. Um but yeah, basically like elites were like hunting Trump supporters. Some crazy movie. I think that movie actually got pulled. But this movie, it's like one of those like big blockbuster movies that are coming out. Um and you would think that they want the is I mean, this dropped like a month ago, even maybe longer than that, and you can't find it anywhere. As you saw, I searched Greenland. All I came up with was this one video from a single YouTuber. Um, so let's hope he has the actual trailer. Yeah, 'cause there's no trailer. See that? See that? How crazy is that? They're not even showing the trailer. It just went away again because I don't know. I think maybe because I tried to play this trailer. It's really weird how that keeps happening. All right. So, but what's even weirder is the fact that huge. Come on. It doesn't want me to see that trailer. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't go out again. This ain't it. This ain't Greenland, is it? This isn't Greenland. You guys see what I mean about this? That's fascinating. It says Greenland, but it's not Greenland. This is really weird, huh? Really, really weird. I don't get it. I do not get it. Why don't? Oh, I know why they don't want anyone to see this. I know why they don't want anyone to see this, and you guys will see in a second. I kind of already showed you a clue, but I'm gonna put it up here. So we know that that Greenland trailer doesn't go to it. There's a 2-second. Look at it, Greenland trailer. It's not there. This is really weird. This one's 0 seconds. What is going on? Look at it. It keeps. Look at Greenland asteroid disaster movie trailer has been removed from everywhere on the web. Trying to see if I can find it. Trailer for Greenland comet disaster movie mysteriously disappears. Alright, let me just see if this one works. This is the last one I'm gonna try. Oh, good. Somebody got. Alright, so it's gonna be small, but someone got it. It looks like. You might have to hold it sideways. I'm sorry if you have to hold it sideways, but it looks like that might be the only way to see it. Fragments. Yeah, you might have to hold it sideways to see it. And you know what they're gonna try to say? They're gonna try to say, "Oh, it's because of the virus." It's not because of the virus. I'll show you why. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what does this have to do with the death of Kim Jong-un? Well, I just want to make sure I'm still live here. Yeah, nobody's blocking you. I told nobody to block you. Just shut up. Just block me as Everyone can see your writing. Yeah, nobody block him because I want him to eat his words. Um, and please, guys, if you don't mind, don't apologize to him. Hurt his feelings. Listen, I never made videos about him. He's made multiple videos about me. He's just a provocateur. But I want his words to stay up there. He's gonna eat them. All right. So what's this have to do with this trailer? Why are they taking it down? They're gonna say because of the virus, but it's not. So this is what it's gonna be about. I blamed you for deaths. Words never came out of my mouth. You're an idiot. I said you were irresponsible. And what do? You come in here and here you come saying hydroxychloroquine. How could I dare push that? Well, again, I am calling you irresponsible. But you know what? We'll wait for all the studies to come out officially, even though they already basically have. So you'll be eating all your words. Yeah, I don't think you know who you're dealing with here. No dummy here. All right. So what does that have to do with Kim Jong Un and his potential death or not? Now, like I said, if not, I think it has to do with the fact that something is on its way. So let's take a look. And I've been tracking this for like a month now. As you can see, I have yeah, so here's like the Discord, by the way. But anyways, you guys can see all that. So anyway, so let me get rid of this. Okay. So there's today's date. You guys see that, Atlas? Damn it. Come on, baby. Almost done. Where's Mama? Mama. All right. You see Atlas there? Did we miss it? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. All right. Anyway, you see the line? This goes right past, it's actually heading straight for the sun. I'll just say it. It's heading straight for the sun. This is actually showing its way out. Um, but it'll either burn up or hit the sun. It won't even make it as far as it's showing right now. You'll see it come pretty close to some planet. It was supposed to come pretty close to Earth, but now, and the reason why the trajectory changed is because out of nowhere, and this is written about a lot, and it's basically saying like, hey, this thing shouldn't have broken up the way it did. So why did it? Um, all right, so let's see. So, and you know who covered this really well? Have you guys ever heard of BP Earthwatch? I'm sure a lot of you have. Great YouTuber. I mean, this guy, the YouTube shut him down like I don't know, a year or two ago. I mean, he was up to like, we're talking like a 500,000 subscribers, and then all of a sudden, they took away his channel. They took away his channel, and he's already building back up. Let me see how many he has. And this guy, I mean, he's amazing. He does a great job. All right, so here's the Hubble images. Now, if you notice, now this is what was so unprecedented about this. Despite how big this was, now this was the actual comet was half the size of the sun, and then the tail was also half the size of the sun. So simple math, the comet and the trail together, the comet and the trail together are the size of the sun. So that's pretty amazing. Um, Now I want you guys to. I don't want to like be playing this video, but I'll just skip around and just show you guys some stuff quick. See, here's what I was just showing you. You hear that? So May 31st is when it's going to come very close to the sun. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, well, it's missing the sun. Well, one, the trajectory was based on when it was still a full comet, but two, and more importantly, um, the comet is going to come when it comes. It's going to come so close to the sun that the sun is going to pull it in. Now, if a comet was going to hit Earth, they would say things and try to play it down. Um, and that's what they've been doing. They've been basically saying, "Oh, well, since it broke up into a bunch of pieces." Since it broke up into a bunch of pieces, it's just gonna burn up before it hits the sun. Now, BP Earthwatch, he's always right on with his predictions. And right here it shows how close it's actually gonna come. And very close. Did you hear that? Now, I don't want to play too much of his video. That's his video. But you heard what he just said. And if you guys know his reputation, when he says something, it always happens. And he's not the type to just say things like that. I've never actually heard him say something like that, ever. He's always the one, he's always the voice of reason, saying, well, no, it's going to come close, but it won't hit us, or no, it's going to come close. It's going to come close to the moon, but it won't hit the moon, or, other times when it comes close to the sun, it'll burn up before it hits the sun, or it's going to come close, but it won't hit the sun. You heard what he said straight up. He's calling it. That it's going to hit the earth, that it's going to hit the sun. I mean, it's almost like too crazy to even think of. Now, for those of you who don't know, and like I said, I've been studying this for a long, long time, as a lot of you guys know, because I've talked to you guys about this in comments and text messages. Hammer. Now check this out. Hammer. Hypervelocity asteroid mitigation mission for emergency response. The government loves the acronyms. We know that. Now, why is that significant? Well, I don't know if you guys have been watching the press conferences with Trump, but how many times has he mentioned a hammer? Yeah, he'll use it like in things when he's talking about like the defense productive act, production act, and yeah, I'm almost done, baby. Go a moment. Almost done. Go a moment. All right. All right. So you'll hear him say it a bunch of times. For instance, in here he'll say it. All right. So I just want to let you guys know this is why if he is alive, this is why I could see him going into some kind of bunker or with the other elites, as it was described. It was described as the elite pot where the elites go in North Korea on a particular little section of their east coast. Also, we've been hearing about all these CEOs stepping down. Also, we've been hearing about all of these CEOs. Now, all of these the richest people on Earth basically disappearing. And a lot of people are saying it's Q, but this very well may be it. This very well, as somebody who believes in Q, I hate to say it, but like this very well may be why Q was made. because they knew something was heading to us. Now, that hammer, that acronym I showed you, we made there was like a something that happened a few years ago where us, Russia, China, we all came up with our own way in case an asteroid or a comet was heading to Earth or going to hit the sun or the moon or something like that, where it would totally devastate the planet. That we all had different ways of, like, one of them like attached like a jet propulsion and it kind of blew it off course. Another one kind of like embedded in would embed inside of the asteroid or comet. I forget which one was which. One was Russia, one was China. Ours is hammer. It's basically shooting a nuke at it and blowing it up. And what do you know? Out of nowhere, this comet went from a full comet with a strong nuclei, as they call it, like the center. It was extremely strong, like I said, and half the size of the sun, with the tail also half the size of the sun. So we're talking altogether full size of the sun. And if you guys have noticed Trump lately, over the past few weeks, he'll keep on saying the word hammer, and it's like it doesn't fit. He'll say, "Oh yeah, we used that act, and we used it like a hammer. We were ready, and we used that hammer." And it wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it wasn't three. It was four different press conferences. Here was the first one. I'm trying to get it quick because I'm running out of battery. Here we go, right here. Now he's gonna use it like he's talking about the Defense Production Act, and we used it like a hammer. A lot of media said, "Oh, we weren't using it. We used it like a hammer to the point where we all had to do where all we had to do was say the words, and everybody gave us max." Now again, hammer. What's that stand for? Well, we just went over that, right? So it is the. I'll just put it here. And it's for asteroid or comet. Again, one more time. Hypervelocity Asteroid Mitigation Mission for Emergency Response, (H.A.M.M.E.R) is a concept study by NASA on a spacecraft capable of detonating a nuclear bomb to deflect an asteroid if it was on a collision course to Earth. Well, actually, what it should say is to Earth, the moon, or the sun. And earlier, it wasn't so much heading for the sun as it was heading for Earth. So it actually did apply in this situation. It was on a somewhat of a collision course with Earth when it was a full comet. Well, all of a sudden, you start hearing Trump talking about a hammer, and then there was this like pulse that happened. You know what? My Fugu News covered this as well. This is his website. You guys want to check it out. But I'm going here because I want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys real quick. So I'll show you guys real quick. See, comets are breaking apart in our cars in our backyard. So out of nowhere, it started breaking apart. And then what I really wanted to show you was oh, and then of course we got the volcano. Anyways, let me see. Oh yeah, so here's where I think they got up a new. But check this out. You see that? The whole magnetic field went out of whack. Look at that. It is not supposed to look like that. So the energy is coming from the left, not the right. That's when I think that what we were picking up was the impact of this nuke. And actually, there was I was able to trace it back to a launch back in October, and some other people did the math, and basically, if they were to reach the comet, they would have had to shoot off the nuke in October. So it's really interesting. I'm telling you, this is really interesting. And also, yes, no. So, oh, what's that? He'll get it. He'll get it. All right, here we go. See, they didn't know what they were. All they knew is this is unprecedented. These magnetic fields and magnetic disruption, 4 waves of these like magnetic resonance going in the opposite direction. Sometimes you do get that, but it comes from the sun. Yet this is coming from the opposite direction. So, you guys want to look into some of this stuff? It's amazing. And again, look back and see how many times Trump said hammer, and it almost like sticks out. And with that, if Kim Jong Un is alive, I think that might be the reason for it, along with along with all of these elites and the richest people on earth who have gone missing. Red pill, red pill dispensary. It's time to wake up. You're gonna look a fool. Sorry for I'm trying to be a good Christian, but this guy won't leave me alone. Made 5 videos about me. I've never made a video about him. I had nothing to apologize for. Never said he caused deaths. I said he's irresponsible. Just like he was irresponsible today when he said hydroxychloroquine. Well, how could you ever promote that? That's irresponsible. Just like I showed in my last video with CNN. And I stand by it. But I'm trying to be a good Christian. That's why I don't make bad videos and talk crap. But the kid keeps coming in looking for more. Anyways, red pill dispensary. May 30, between May 29th and May 31st is when this is supposed to hit. And if he is not dead, or fakes his death, or if he's alive, along with all these other elites that disappeared, I think this is why. I've been covering this for a while. Red pill, red pill dispensary. I'll be doing a video tonight.